What's going on, guys? It's Mike. We're back here. You know what time it is. We're back at it with the kendamas, right? This has easily become one of my favorite hobbies. I know people who were at camp last year, you already know, like, this is all I did. This is all that my campers did. This is all I did during afternoon program, right? So hopefully I can, like, shed some light on one of my favorite passions and really my hobby at this point. I mean, you can already tell I have, like, a zillion of these things, right? So hopefully we can talk about how I got into kendama, what a kendama is, all those things. Let's get started. And also, if you don't have your own kendama at home, you're gonna learn how to make one. So stay tuned for that. So here we go. Okay, so to start off, what is a kendama? So a kendama is a Japanese eye-hand coordination toy that Japanese soldiers used to practice with before they would go out and practice fighting. A lot of the motions and a lot of the tricks that you do kind of represent this like jabbing and stabbing motion, and it was really good for their eye-hand coordination. So they would use this before they would practice with real swords to kind of get a feel for, you know, the eye-hand coordination and like some of the basic moves that they do. Okay, so now we're gonna go over some of the basics of the kendama. So to start off, kendama is two words, or it's like two things but they put into one word. So the ken is this part, it's the handle, or you could call this the stick. So this is called a ken, and the dama is the ball. So some people like to call it the ball stick toy. So here you go, ball stick toy. So this is the ken, and then this is the dama. Next is on the ken, as you can tell, there's like, it kind of looks like a cross, funny enough. There's like different parts to the ken. So if you look, the thing that's labeled number 1, that's the big cup, and number 2 is the small cup. So what's cool is that there's actually 2 different sizes of these cups, which makes some tricks easier to land with the big cup and some tricks harder to land with the small cup. Next, we have number 3, which is called the base cup. This one's actually unique. It actually has a hole in the middle. Not all of them have holes in them, so that's kind of cool. And lastly, we have number 4, which is the spike. And honestly, the spike's really cool. There's like some tricks that hopefully we can talk about and learn. So that's the base of the kendama, and now let's get into some of the basic tricks you can do. All right, so here we are, we're outside now. We also got a new kendama. Check it out. We switched to the pizza kendama, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over some of the basic tricks. Some of you might be more advanced, so if you want, you can like check out some tutorials online. You can just look up how to do this trick kendama, and it'll come up on YouTube. If I could teach every trick, I definitely would. So if you ever feel like you just want to level up, or if like you want some advice, just feel free to DM the AV Instagram page, and I'll respond and hopefully I'll give you some advice or teach you some new tricks. So for now, what we're gonna do is just go over the 4 basic tricks. So the first one is called the base cup, and basically the goal is to land the ball on the big cup. See, on mine there's a pizza, so funny enough. So basically what you want to do is first start off with the ken in your dominant hand. So for me, I'm left-handed, so I have the ken in my left hand. So for most people, the kendama already comes right-handed. So for most of you, you should put the ken in your right hand, and it's gonna be good. You're gonna have the big cup on top. Next, what should happen is if you put the ken in your dominant hand, you should have your string go towards the inside. So the string should like be on the inside of your body. So I'm left-handed, I put the ken in my left hand, and the string is on the inside. So if you're right-handed, you'd have your big cup on top and your string on the inside. Next, what you're gonna do is, this is called the ken grip. So you wanna have your thumb up on top and have your 4 fingers like resting below the ken. So kind of holding it like this. Next, this is like one of the biggest tips I like to give, is bending your knees. So what I like to do is I bend my knees slightly, and I bend and I pull straight up and I land it on the cup. So the key thing is making sure you pull straight up too. So you want to bend your knees and pull it straight up and land it on the base cup. Okay? So if you want, pause the video, try that out, and then whenever you're ready, we can move on. So the next trick is essentially the same thing, except we're gonna go on the smaller side. So for me, my small cup has like a purple barcode on it. So what you're gonna do is, there's two ways you could do this. Is one, you could pull it straight up, flip your hand to the small cup, or you could go to the big cup and then flip to the small cup. So again, you want the can in your dominant hand, string on the inside. You're gonna bend your knees, you're gonna pull up straight, land it on the cup, and then you could flip to the other side, or you could pull straight up and land on the small side. So take some time, pause the video, and then whenever you're ready, we can move on to the next trick. So the next trick is basically the same thing we've just done, except you're gonna be landing it on the base cup. So you're gonna have a little bit of a different grip this time, and there's actually two variations I can teach you. So the first one's just called base cup, and you're basically gonna hold it like this. So you want your pointer finger and your thumb just holding it like this. And basically what you're gonna do is just bend your knees and pull it straight up. Same thing as before, just making sure that you really focus on pulling the ball straight up, right? You don't wanna swing it, right? That's gonna, not be good for you, right? What you wanna do is very controlled, very relaxed, bend your knees, pull up, and land it. It's gonna take you some time, so definitely feel free to pause the video, rewind. It's essentially the same motion as, before, right? You're doing the same exact thing, just happen to do on a different cup. Another variation is called the candlestick, and what you do is you hold the spike, right? You hold the spike like this. You're just gonna land it on the base cup. So you're holding the spike, and you're just gonna go down, and you're gonna land on the base cup. So this is called the candlestick. So again, same motion, you're just gonna bend your knees, go down, and then land on the cup. And lastly, we have the spike. So there's also two variations with the spike as well. So the first spike, which is easier, is when you spin the ball, you go down, and you land it on the spike. So again, you take the ball and you wanna spin it. You spin the ball, you go down, and land it. The reason you spin it is when you spin it and you pull up, the hole happens to stay in the same spot when you pull it up. So it makes it super easy to land the spike. So if you spin the ball, the hole's gonna stay in the same spot and you land it. Now, if you feel like you're ready to level up or you wanna try something a bit more challenging, is try pulling the ball up to the spike without spinning. So here I am, my ball is very steady and very balanced. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull up and land on the spike without spinning. Okay, so you might be wondering to yourself, oh Mike, what if I don't have a kendama? Well, that's a great question. If you don't have a kendama, I'm gonna show you how to make one. So, basically the inspiration behind these kendamas is this toy. Basically this is, I think it's like a Spanish kendama. I don't know the name of it. If you know the name, let me know what the name of it is. But essentially what you do is you try and get the ball into the cup. So this is like a way simpler version of a kendama. And it's actually, challenging at first. I've gotten, pretty good with it. So I've been able to hit it. But basically what we're gonna do is try and develop a kendama that looks like this out of stuff you can probably find at home. So the first variation you can do is, funny enough, you can get some toilet paper, or if you want to use like the empty toilet paper roll. And what you do is find a piece of string and then find like a ping pong ball or something small enough that can be used to fit through a hole. And basically what you do is, what we did is we taped it. So we taped the string to the paper towel, the toilet paper roll, and then we taped the string to the ball. And honestly, I probably would have used a ping pong ball if I could. And what I would do is just, basically the same goal is to get the ball into the hole. So really just do that, and then, you can get it through, and it went through. So you can try it again. Try and get the ball into the hole, like that. And if you want to get fancy, they can even try like reverse it, or like try and do like a pull up into the cup. You know, you can do some cool tricks with it. Try some new things out. Maybe even try like a little bounce too, something like that. So that's one variation you can do. So with some toilet paper and some tape. Another one you can do is kind of the same thing, except now you kind of add like a little stick to it, and add some type of like small cup, maybe like a Dixie cup, or you could even try like a red Solo cup. That might be too big, but try find like a really small cup like this, and then kind of the same thing, some string, some tape, and then also like some type of ball, and basically just attach it like the same way. I mean, you can't even tell the difference, right? Look at that. So basically what you do is the same thing, is you're just trying to get the ball into the cup. So, you know, like that. You can try it again, maybe even go a little bit higher, maybe try like a little swing, you know, something along those lines, like that. So this one's pretty cool. Really quick, do it yourself, do it at home, Kendama, do it with some basic supplies. So yeah, try that out, send some pictures to the AV Instagram page, and yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys can come up with. Alright guys, so we're back here. We got a challenge going on. They have no idea what they're doing, but I'm gonna explain and they're gonna understand what's going on. So, first competitor, we got Rosie. Rosie, got anything to say to the fans watching?
No.
No, she has nothing to say. We got George here.
What
George,
up, bro?
George, what's your all-time record for landing big cup in a row?
Too many.
Too many. We got Joe over here. Joe, how many times have you ever played with Kendama?
Never.
Never. Joe's not the biggest fan. And we got Issa over here. Issa, what cabin are you from?
Kevin, I don't remember, but I will win. I'm on.
Issa's gonna win. All right, so
I'm gonna win!
Rosie's gonna win. So here's the challenge. The challenge is they have to land 5 big cups in a row. Since George is my brother, he has to land 10. Okay? So I'm gonna be keeping track, and we'll see who gets the most. All right, here we go. Everyone, balls down. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Not in a row. George got 1.
What?
Rosie's got 1.
Oh, this is actually being hard.
George is killing the game right now.
I only got 1.
Issa has 1. Oh, Joe almost had 1.
2.
Oh, Issa's got 2. Rosie has 1.
3.
Issa's at 3.
4.
Big cup?
3. 5.
Issa has 5.
Oh, what?
Issa has... George, what do you have to say?
I'm still the undisputed champ.
Undisputed champ. Issa, what do you got to say?
I'd like to congratulate my fellow competitors for losing. Maybe next time they could step up their game, George.
All right, step up their game. What about Rosie? Rosie, what do you got to say?
I vote that I'm gonna win and I'm always gonna win.
Rosie's always gonna win. Amazing. Alright guys, that's been the video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know. You can DM the AV Instagram page, and hopefully I'll answer.
Delivery!
Oh, what is this?
Delivery! It
Oh
said
my
delivery.
gosh, what is this? Alright, here we go. What's in here? Oh my god, look at this. Here we go, we got a little unboxing video. Look at this thing. What is this? Here we go, what is this? Kaiju Kendama sweets.
I don't think it's mini.
Oh my god! Look at this thing!
Can we get a size comparison?
Look at this thing! Hold on, let's compare this. Oh my god.
Even to this big
This
one.
thing is huge. Look at this thing, dude. Oh my gosh. Alright, so take a look at this thing. This thing is huge. It's basically the size of my hand. And I've been playing with it earlier today. It's pretty fun. And yeah, hopefully I can show you guys some tricks I can do with this thing. that's been the video. If you have any questions, make sure to DM the AV Instagram page, or if you have any photos of any of the kendamas that you made, or if you even have videos of tricks that you were able to accomplish, be sure to send them to the AV Instagram page. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Peace.